Okay, look at 2 Chronicles 35:19. 35:19. This Passover was celebrated in the 18th year of the reign of Josiah. After everything had been done by Josiah to set the temple in order, Necho, king of Egypt, came up to fight at Carchemish on the Euphrates. When Josiah marched out to intercept him, Necho sent him messengers to say, "What quarrel is there between you and me, king of Judah? I have not come today to attack you. My quarrel is with another dynasty, and God has told me to hurry. Do not oppose the God who is with me anymore, or else he may destroy you." But Josiah continued to challenge him. He was in fact determined to fight him and would not listen to the words of Necho from God's own mouth. He gave battle to the plain of Megiddo, and the bowmen fired on King Josiah. And the king said to his followers, "Take me away. I'm badly wounded." His servants lifted him out of his own chariot, transferred him to another one, and took him back to Jerusalem, where he died. He was buried in the tombs of his ancestors. All Judah and Jerusalem mourned for Josiah. Jeremiah composed a lament for Josiah, which all the singing men and singing women will still recite today when they lament for Josiah. So he captured the heart of people. He was a very innocent, totally committed. It said at one point that there was neither before him nor after Josiah was there a king like him who turned to the Lord as he did. Now, why did he go into battle? He was not a warrior. Did he think he was invincible? Was he hearing the Lord? It's a mystery. But aside from that mystery, think of what it would be were there a Josiah in power today. Now, Judah was a unique kingdom. They should have been a theocracy. God did not intend for them to have kings, but he acquiesced. And so when there's no such thing as freedom of religion. They were supposed to cast out all evil, counter, non-Judaic religion. And so if that were here today, the president would be probably ridding all America of abortion clinics. He would probably be stopping pornography in all of its forms. Horoscopes would not be allowed in newspapers. R-rated movies would not be allowed, or worse. Casinos, and lotteries, and non-Bible believing churches would be cut off. That sounds alien to us, and I don't think any of us would even want that. But that's the kind of existence that was imposed upon the people by God, through God, by Josiah. So what are the high places in this culture? Let's reverse that. What are the idols? Let's talk about the idols first. I think Hollywood is an idol. Money.
I think sports is a bigger idol.
Sports.
Music. Entertainment. How about television?
I heard a very cogent argument that steeples on churches are a TV in their house.
An American dream.
Right.
Money, fame, power, self, pleasure, pride, all of those you mentioned, we can worship, can't we? And how do we get rid of them? Throw them out because they just get built back again? The heart has to change. What happened from one leader to another, from a good to a bad one, it didn't matter whether there were idols there or not. The people were going to find a way to turn their hearts to evil because they weren't converted in their own thinking. They did not love the Lord. So it's a test that was failed time and time again. Now, my thought about high places are that this is an area of compromise. This isn't blatant. It's like when we pretend or we like to be thought of as righteous and religious and before God as obedient, but in our hearts we are disobedient. So let's put it this way. We would rather have righteous actions than have holy thoughts and motives. We are compromised. We are not tearing down the high places. We are looking for the approval of man rather than the approval of God. I mean, I'm speaking personally. I've tried to examine myself. What are my high places? Because these are the places that are harder to deal with. And only 2 kings out of the 20 we talked about did anything about it. Anybody got any thoughts on the high places? How about knowing about God rather than knowing God? Is that a high place?
Absolutely. That's the bottom line.
I want to read all these neat books.
Personal.
Yep.
We probably do need to quit, Everett.
I'm done. Thank you.